Call the meeting to order. Call the roll.
Shall not exceed.
Trustee Healy.
Here.
Trustee Katsinas.
Here.
Trustee Malani.
Here.
Trustee Compass.
Here.
Trustee Reardon.
Here.
Trustee Rashevsky.
Here.
Mayor Pico.
Here.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of the April 18th, 2022 regular meeting minutes.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Katsinas.
I move to approve the minutes of the Board of Trustee meeting of April 18th, 2022.
Second.
Call the roll.
Trustee Katsinas.
Aye.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Healy.
Aye.
Trustee Malani.
Aye.
Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Trustee Rashevsky.
Aye.
Mayor Pico.
Aye.
Accounts payable approval.
Mr. Mayor,
Trustee Healy.
I move to approve the accounts payable from April 19th, 2022 through May 2nd, 2022 in the amount of $2,873,155.05.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Call the roll.
Trustee Healy.
Aye.
Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas.
Aye.
Trustee Malani.
Aye.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Rashevsky.
Aye.
Mayor Pico.
Aye.
Consent agenda.
Item A, payroll approval. Item B, authorize the sale of one easement machine to the town of Lowell, Indiana. Item C, disposal of village equipment, online auction, Public Works Department ordinance. Item D, Taste of Orland Park tent and supplies rental contract. Item E, 2022 certification and assurances approval. Item F, appointment of chief of police. Item G, amend Title 7, Chapter 18, decrease number of video gaming licenses ordinance. Item H, strategic flow monitoring and CCTV review and recommendations proposal. Item I, Sportsplex High Bay cleaning.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Compass.
I move to approve items A through I of the consent agenda.
Second.
Call the roll.
Trustee Compass.
Aye.
Trustee Malani.
Aye.
Trustee Healy.
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas.
Aye.
Trustee Reardon.
Aye.
Trustee Rashevsky.
Aye.
Mayor Pico.
Aye.
Swearing in of Chief of Police and Joint Emergency Telephone System Board appointment.
Right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Eric Rossi,
Having been appointed to the office
have been appointed to the office
of the Joint Emergency Telephone System Board
of Emergency Telephone Board
in the Village of Orland Park,
in Village of Orland Park,
in the county of Cook and Will, aforesaid,
and the county of Cook and Will, aforesaid,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
support the Constitution of the
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office of the Joint Emergency Telephone System Board
of the office of the Joint Emergency Telephone System Board
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Eric Rossi,
Having been duly appointed as Chief of Police
having duly appointed as Chief of Police
in the Village of Orland Park,
in the Village of Orland Park,
in the counties of Cook and Will, aforesaid,
in the counties of Cook and Will, aforesaid,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the position of Chief of Police
of the position of Chief of Police
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. And now the new Chief of Police, Eric Rossi, would like to say a few words.
Well, first of all, this morning I talked to my wife, and I said, I should write some stuff down on an index card and make a speech. She said, you know what, just speak from your heart. So to the board, to the mayor, George, Jim, thank you for the confidence that you have in me and the support that you have for this police department. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my friends and family that took time out of their day to come here today, I thank you. I thank you for your support throughout the years and everything that you've done for me. To my wife, my mom and dad, my daughters, thank you for everything. The 2 o'clock phone calls in the morning, the 39 hours in a row working a murder. Mr. Rafferty, thank you. To my mother-in-law that remembered the date today, I thank you. And most importantly, to the men and women of the Orland Park Police Department. These people out here, they are the workers. They are what make this town safe. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you do.
I personally want to congratulate Chief Rossi and his family. You're going to do a great job. I know we picked the right guy, and I know that the chiefs that preceded you worked you all the way up through the department for this role. So they trained you, they prepared you, and they know that you're ready, and we know that you're ready. So we're looking forward to your tenure as chief. And the folks at Crystal Tree, from when you were a caddy, when you were this big, they're going to be going, oh my God. Are you kidding me? Are there any other comments?
I remember that.
Mr. Chairman.
Trustee Compass.
Chief Rossi, congratulations on your well-earned appointment. Over the past year, it's been a distinct pleasure to learn more about the operations of a world-class police department that has been built on a culture of excellence. It's especially fitting that the torch of leadership be passed to someone as intimately involved in the continuous improvement of the department as you have been over the years, your many years of service. In our individual conversations, feedback conversations from Chief Mitchell and Chief McCarthy, and discussions with the women and men of the department, I have no doubt that you demonstrate expert competency as well as a high degree of passion for the officers and staff of the department, the security of our businesses, and the safety of our residents. As I'm sure you've discovered over the past few weeks, and even better than I know, the mantle of accountability weighs heavy at the top. That step from deputy to chief may, at times, feel even greater than you suspected, maybe even because you have to regularly deal with the 7 of us. Please know that you have the support and backing of a unanimous board, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Congratulations.
Any other comments? And the only thing that I'm going to add is the entire department. Chief Rossi coming through the department from the very beginning is a reflection on all of you as well, and what a great department that we have and what great officers we have from top to bottom. We can develop our own leaders, and we do, and we have leaders throughout the department. We have the best department in the state of Illinois, and that's because of you, and it's because of the leadership. It's also because of the board, and it's not just our board, it's the boards that came before us, because we've always supported you, and we always will, because you're important to the community and you do a great job. Thank you very much.
Main Street Triangle consultant presentation.
Everyone's clearing out. We already heard the presentation. We're good.
That's why I paused.
Ramsey, don't take it personally. Trustee Katsinas?
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Katsinas?
I move to approve the conceptual master development plan with the overall residential building square footage shall not exceed 45%.
Second.
I don't think we need a presentation because we just had a long discussion at the cow. Is there anybody here that wants to comment on this publicly? Call the roll. Unless anyone has any comments. Anybody have any comments? Call the roll.
Trustee Katsinas?
Aye.
Trustee Malani?
Aye.
Trustee Healy?
Aye.
Trustee Compass?
Aye.
Trustee Reardon?
Aye.
Trustee Radiszewski?
Aye.
Mayor Peacock?
Aye.
Consideration and action of an ordinance providing for the issuance of not to exceed $22 million general obligation bonds, Series 2022A, to finance various capital improvements in and for the village, providing for the levy of taxes to pay said bonds, and authorizing the sale of said bonds to the purchaser thereof.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Healy.
I move to adopt an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance Providing for the Issuance of Not to Exceed 22 Million General Obligation Bonds, Series 2022A of the Village of Orland Park, Cook and Will Counties, Illinois, for the purpose of financing various capital improvements, providing for the levy and collection of a direct annual tax sufficient for the payment of the principal of and interest on said bonds, and providing for the sale of said bonds to the purchaser thereof."
Second.
Any comments? So this was discussed at the last COW in detail about why we wanted to do this. This will basically fund the two park improvements and the water meter project and get them done in a more timely fashion than if we waited to do it otherwise, at a time when money, even though the price has gone up, money is still relatively cheap historically, and if we waited, we run the risk of it going even higher. So this was the appropriate financial move for the village, and well within what we can safely bond for these projects for the residents. Call the roll.
Trustee Healy?
Aye.
Trustee Reardon?
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas?
Aye.
Trustee Malani?
Aye.
Trustee Compass?
Aye.
Trustee Radiszewski?
Aye.
Mayor Peacock?
Aye.
Ordinance authorizing the development of a financing plan for general obligation bonds, Series 2022A.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Radiszewski.
I move to adopt an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance Authorizing the Development of a Financial Plan for General Obligation Bonds, Series 2022A."
Second.
Any questions, comments? Call the roll.
Trustee Radiszewski?
Aye.
Trustee Reardon?
Aye.
Trustee Healy?
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas?
Aye.
Trustee Malani?
Aye.
Trustee Compass?
Aye.
Mayor Peacock?
Aye.
I don't see any non-scheduled citizens or visitors.
Anybody to speak? Okay. Board comments. Trustee Reardon.
Thanks. Happy birthday, Bill.
Thank you, Brian.
Congratulate the chief. They all left, I know, but anybody who's still listening, I think it's great to see the prior two chiefs here, to see the transition. I think, Mayor, you said it well, that we've, homegrown and developed leaders. That's great to see, and so many people come out to congratulate him is strong. The people I've talked with, the police department that I know personally, are very excited about the appointment. They're all behind him, and he will need their help. I mean, he's not here. Something I would have said to him that, he said thank you to all of them, but he'll need their help going forward, and I'm sure they'll give it to him. And then just the comments on the triangle. I've been living here for 13 years and only seen, the outside of what's going on there, but now really digging into it, it's an unbelievable problem that we were left with, and it's not only cost the village unbelievable amounts of money in the past, but as we can see today, it's going to continue to cost us money, and to try to find that spot where we're not, long-term, even longer term, putting the village behind with too much residential, or doing it too quickly or without enough a forethought in that area and doing it right. So there's going to be some difficult decisions coming up on how we handle that and how much we're willing to continue to spend on that. So I think we all need to be very attuned to that going forward, about what they put in there and what they come to us with. So, and hopefully spring is coming at some point. So have a good night. Thanks.
Trustee Healy.
Well, thank you for my birthday card and everything from everybody. My 69th birthday, I've thought about it, and I appreciate my family and friends I've been so lucky to have, as well as over the past couple of years to be part of this board and to do things, but also to be part of the, not doing the work, but the work of the staff here has been just remarkable, helping us look good. And they have, I'm just constantly amazed at the difficulties that you guys have to tackle and how you tackle them. And it's just, so I would say, thank God for you guys and thank God for my fellow board members and my family. And I'll be accepting gifts for the next 2 weeks. My birthday, so.
Birthday month, right? It's my birthday month.
Birthday month, okay, sure. If you insist, Brian, that's fine. Thank you.
Trustee Radiszewski.
Not over $100 and not good.
That's right. Birthday gifts.
There's limits. First off, I definitely want to congratulate Chief Rossi, definitely well-deserved, and happy birthday to Bill.
Thank
You
you.
have 69 more years, healthy and happy.
I'll take healthy.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month. I know I've mentioned things about mental health before, and it is significant and it is important. And the reason why I also am bringing it up today was I just learned a very good family member of a close friend of mine took his life last week. So mental health is important. So please make sure that you are checking in on your own health and well-being. I know we tend to focus on nutrition, proper exercise, but to make sure that you're doing more mindful activities in order to have a complete well-being. Mental health is incorporated in that. So make sure that you get the help that you need when you need it, and definitely check in not only on yourself but on your loved ones. So that's it. Thank you.
Trustee Compass.
So first off, for those celebrating the end of the holiday, Eid Mubarak. I started off as a new trustee just 1 year ago, using closing comments to recognize staff as I learned more about the village. I promise to return to that again next meeting, but this one I thought I'd break the norm in recognizing a colleague. Happy birthday, Bill. We occasionally, in good nature, pick on Trustee Healy up here. For example, I considered asking staff for a birthday cake and candles, but soon realized our development and fire codes prohibit indoor bonfires. In seriousness, though, as a new trustee, I've greatly appreciated Trustee Healy's advice, his optimism, and his support. Sure, he can occasionally be a stickler for details, a characteristic some likely apply to me as well, but there could be no doubt that Bill Healy loves Orland Park and works hard to make this village a continued success. Bill is also an eternal learner who always has a book or article recommendation on just about any given topic. I don't believe I've ever walked away from a conversation with Bill without having learned something, and I love that.
Birthday.
But most importantly, Bill is a steadfast and gracious friend who is willing to help someone out at a moment's notice. I've also experienced that firsthand. Thank you, Bill. So in closing, I thought it only appropriate to find a quote from a founding father to share. Maybe it's one he's not heard yet, as it comes from Benjamin Rush. The quote is, "Freedom can exist only in a society of knowledge. Without learning, men are incapable of knowing their rights, and where learning is confined to a few people, liberty can be neither equal nor universal." Happy birthday, Bill.
Trustee Malani.
Might as well say happy birthday to Bill once again, just to make sure he remembers it.
Okay, well, thank you.
There's many things that go unnoticed in the operations of a village, and this week, our first phase of our new ERP implementation will be going live. A lot of people may not think that's a big deal, but this is going to help us lay the groundwork for many process efficiencies and improvements, and even added services for our staff and for our residents. And personally, I'd like to thank everyone that has worked so diligently on this process, and looking forward to the future phases. I'd also like to thank everybody that came out to our first wine and charcuterie event on Saturday. The event not only sold out once, but it sold out twice. They added more seats and they sold out within like 15 minutes. Many thanks as well go out to the staff that made this successful. If you were there, you could see the amount of hard work that went into the setup of the event, and that it did a great job in making sure everyone had a great time. And the feedback on it is, if we have this next year, it's going to sell out just as fast. I'm also happy that we had the opportunity to review and approve the conceptual master development plan for our new downtown Orland Park. I think good things are in store for the corner of 143rd and LaGrange, and I'm looking forward to the progress. And my wife reminded me as I left tonight that this week is Teacher Appreciation Week. So take a moment and think about the people that go in day to day to help build a foundation for our future generations. So, thank you.
Trustee Katsinas.
All right, for the 7th time, happy birthday, Bill.
It's still my birthday.
Bill is everyone's big brother who has a calming effect and always has a good word to say. So you've been a true friend. Not only are you smart like a whip with the numbers, but you're just such a good person. So we're very lucky to have you on this board. So I thank you for your friendship, and I thank you for being a fellow board member. I'd also like to congratulate Chief Rossi. You know, talking to Chief McCarthy just briefly, Chief McCarthy and Chief Mitchell both said they're always here for him, a phone call away. It's a wonderful thing when you have a succession plan like that. And unfortunately, the audience couldn't see this, but the whole boardroom was packed with Orland Park officers. It's a testament to his, you know, the culture in our police department and also the plan that they put in place that's very effective. So I wish the camera could turn around to have seen that. And also, I'd like to say thank you to our Veterans Commission. They had a wonderful event that was very well attended at the Civic Center a week ago Saturday. And I stopped there, and it was a wonderful thing to walk in a room where they were serving lunch and see so many of our veterans with smiles on their face. I said that was one of the best things that I think I've seen in weeks. So I want to thank Darrell and the Commission for everything they do with the veterans. Thank you.
Thank you. Bill, happy birthday, and he is taking gifts. He loves portraits of presidents. His 3 favorites are Carter, Obama, and Biden.
Well, we'll start
So
at the bottom
portraits
there and work up from there.
And Bill, you don't look a day, well, actually you look 1 day, over 68. The triangle that Trustee Reardon talked about, yeah, I mean, it's been a challenge for us for a long time, dating back over 20 years, and it's something that burdens this board, it burdens our management team. You know, a lot of the reasons why we have had the financial issues or burdens and the lack of capital expenditures and things, it's because of that project. And it's just a glaring example of why government doesn't belong in development. So anyone who's seeing this, which I know no one young is seeing this, but if you could pass this on to your kids, if there's anything you could pass on, keep government doing what they should do and keep them out of the things they shouldn't, because it really straps the government from being able to do the things they should. I want to talk a little bit, unfortunately I've seen something I never thought I'd see. The new Government Disinformation Board run by the Department of Homeland Security. This is frankly unbelievable. I never thought I would see this in America, in the country that I fought for, that we've all taken oaths for the Constitution. I never imagined that I would see this. It is positively Orwellian. It is exactly Orwell's 1984, where he called it the Ministry of Truth. The answer to free speech you don't like is more speech, not less. Maybe instead of trying to curtail free speech, the federal government should focus on their own bureaucracies telling the truth. They can start with the CDC and NIH. On a more positive note, thanks to the Veterans Commission for all that they did. I apologize that I wasn't at the meat and cheese event on Saturday, because I can't say whatever the other word is. Meat, cheese, and wine, and I wouldn't have touched the wine anyways, but my daughter-in-law was graduating with her PhD in nursing, so as a nurse practitioner, so I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I also want to thank our police department for all the great work they do, and obviously we have another great chief that came up through the department that's 2 in a row, and thanks to McCarthy and Mitchell for developing Eric Rossi into the fine officer and fine leader that he is. I want to thank IT and finance and anyone else who was involved in the ERP implementation that we have embarked on today. Knock on wood, it was quiet. So let's keep that going. So that's a really good start. I know that Dave's going to sleep a little better tonight, and so is Kevin. So, and lastly, I want to thank Development Services, who I think he may have blown out of here, but I want to thank them for all the hard work they've done over the last year on the Triangle project. And I know we made some minor changes today, but I think it's still going to be a great. We're going to turn it. We're going to do our best to turn something that has been a challenge into something positive for the village, and look at it as an opportunity. And we can't cry over the spilt milk, and we just need to make something of it, and we're going to do that. And no executive session, correct? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll.
Trustee Compass?
Aye.
Trustee Malani?
Aye.
Trustee Healy?
Aye.
Trustee Katsinas?
Aye.
Trustee Reardon? Aye. Trustee Rashevsky?
Aye.
Mayor Peacock?
Aye. We're adjourned.
In addition to Trustee Healy's birthday, it was Clerk O'Sullivan's birthday, April 22nd, so a happy birthday to both. There is nothing bundt cake in the executive conference room.
Beautiful.
Everybody, please help yourself.